Hey team, Zusi here, Customer Success Manager. For this sprint update, I will touch up on AIR program as well as Zone Hub. So in terms of Artist in Residence program, as we all know, the main goal of the AIR program has been to create economic and population growth, but also to spark individuals' interest in Nkwashi. So earlier this week, April and I drafted a satisfaction questionnaire for artists and attendees who attended the first Artist in Residence program. So the goal here is to determine what went good and what could be improved. That's also the opportunity to listen to recommendations from attendees and to inspire us for the next program. And about the next program, the options we are currently exploring would be another Artist in Residence program, Edition 2, a Producers in Residence program, which would consist of makers, so people doing sculptures, maybe crafted jewelries, etc., like things that can be exported from Nkwashi to the world. And another option that we are currently exploring would be a Hackers in Residence program, which would consist of software developers or coders to move into Nkwashi. Double GDP would subsidize their education, and we will have some sort of agreement at the end of their IT education in a way that they would stay in Nkwashi, they would commit to living in Nkwashi, and in exchange, we would subsidize part of their rent. So these are the three options that we have for now. Although we haven't decided yet, it seems like a second edition of the Artist in Residence program is the lowest hanging fruit for now. So this is probably what we will be launching soon, ideally in October. And launching Artist in Residence program edition 2 would actually be the opportunity to apply learnings from AIR edition 1. And of course, there's a lot of value in hosting artists as they create cultural value and may attract tourists. So although we didn't get the results of the satisfaction survey yet, there are certain challenges that we already know exist. So the first one would be to organize engaging events in the context of COVID-19. And the second challenge that we have to overcome for a Artist in Residence program edition 2 is on-site management of the program. So what we wish to do for the second edition is to improve infrastructure. So for example, this will start with very fast internet, but it will also be by training Chenna and our artists with Zoom, WordPress, and social media. So the next steps for the AIR program would be to decide which program exactly will we launch, to clearly define the role and responsibility of Double GDP and Chenna for the next program to optimize all tasks, recruit a group of innovative artists and producers, and also develop a longer-term plan for plot purchases in the context of a Hackers in Residence program. So now, an update on Zone Hub. So a first version of the Special Economic Zones Directory is live, although we're still getting to get data on all continents. In terms of the progression of discussion between all three companies, Double GDP included, there has been a proposition to build two different products for two different target markets, and we are currently assessing the value proposition of each of these products to try and see how it fits into Double GDP vision and mission to support city administrators. So once launched, the goal for Zone Hub would be for us to reach a mailing list of 1,000 emails within a month and of 500 weekly active users in a month. So the next steps for Zone Hub will be to determine the target audience of Zone Hub. By the way, that's a temporary name. To determine a pricing system, which would depend on that target audience. So it could be subscription system. It could be purely advertising. So these are things we'll decide as soon as possible. And also to clarify the role of each organization, each of the three organizations involved in the project of Zone Hub. So that was my update. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.